Welcome to our cinematic story craft English learning YouTube channel. Today is very interesting story, my daily routine as an office worker. Sophie's alarm buzzed sharply at 6:30 a.m. Cutting through the stillness of her small apartment, she groaned, eyes still shut, and reached out to silence the sound. This was the first hurdle of her day, winning the battle with her bed. After a few moments of indecision, she pushed off the covers and sat up, stretching her arms wide as the city morning light streamed in through the window. The scent of coffee brewing in her tiny kitchen greeted her as she stepped into the room. Sophie took a deep breath, feeling the energy seeping into her veins. With her favorite mug in hand, she watched the street below come alive. Hurried business people, parents shepherding their children to school, the flower vendor setting up his stand. This brief pause, coffee in hand, was Sophie's cherished moment of calm before the storm. By 7:15 a.m., she was dressed in her crisp white blouse and navy blue pencil skirt, her long chestnut hair swept back into a sleek ponytail. The polished look was her armor for the day. It made her feel confident and ready for whatever the office threw her way. Grabbing her work bag and a croissant, she darted out of the apartment, heels clicking against the pavement. The subway was, as always, packed. Sophie squeezed into a corner, balancing her bag and croissant with practiced precision. The usual hum of chatter, the mechanical whir of the train, and the occasional burst of laughter surrounded her. But she had her focus set, her mind already scrolling through the checklist of tasks waiting at the office. At 8:30 a.m., Sophie walked into her open-plan office, greeted by the warm hum of keyboards and muted phone conversations. Her desk was a sanctuary of organized chaos, sticky notes, highlighters, and a half-full water bottle from yesterday. "Morning, Sophie," called out Maya from the next desk over. Sophie shot her a grin and waved as she powered up her computer. Emails flooded in like an ocean wave. Sophie dove in, responding with quick, efficient clicks and clacks of her keyboard. At 10 a.m., she joined the weekly team meeting, where her boss, Mr. Patel, outlined the latest project, an important presentation for a high-profile client. Sophie's heart raced at the challenge. This was what she thrived on: high stakes, tight deadlines, the rush of bringing ideas to life. The next few hours were a blur: drafts, data analysis, coffee breaks that lasted mere minutes, and quick chats with her colleagues kept her moving. By lunchtime, Sophie found herself wolfing down a salad at her desk while reviewing reports. Maya popped by, an amused look on her face. "You know, taking an actual break is allowed," she teased. Sophie laughed, a sound like a burst of sunshine in the flurry of tasks. I know, maybe tomorrow." Afternoon meetings followed, each one adding another layer to her workload. By 4 p.m., her energy started to dip, so she allowed herself 5 minutes to step outside. The crisp autumn air refreshed her, brushing against her cheeks and reminding her that life extended beyond the walls of the office. When she returned, her inbox had grown even more demanding. But Sophie wasn't one to back down. The final 2 hours of the workday were her most productive. Ideas pieced together, emails sent, and a layout draft of the presentation saved just as the clock struck 6:30 p.m. She leaned back in her chair, exhaustion and pride mingling in equal measure. As she packed up her things, Maya caught up with her at the elevator. "Drinks at Jamie's to celebrate our survival," Sophie chuckled and nodded. Count me in. The evening air buzzed with the city's nocturnal energy. Sophie and her colleagues laughed, shared stories, and let the stress of the day melt away over clinking glasses. When she finally walked home under the street lamps, a tired yet content smile played on her lips. Her day was long and relentless, but Sophie wouldn't trade it for anything. Comment your feedback, like and subscribe our channel.